Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. That was probably the most cliche way to ever start a YouTube video, but you got to start somewhere, and I thought what not better than do it as cliche as possible, because this is my 600th take and it's quite awkward. But anyway, a little bit about me. My name is Ryan. I am 23. I'm from Sydney, Australia, and I love aviation. I currently study aviation. I work in aviation. Have always wanted to, work for myself and have that flexibility to travel. So what not better way than to start a YouTube channel, a travel and aviation based YouTube channel. So a bit cringe and awkward, I'm not going to lie, but you got to throw yourself in the deep end every so often. So let's let's start it. Anyway, so I've been inspired over the years to do this sort of thing and to work by myself and travel and showcase a whole bunch of airlines. But I suppose the stigma in working in yourself is, especially to your parents or your grandparents or family members who aren't as exposed to it. They can be a bit, so-called pessimistic about the whole work for yourself, travel around idea. I've always kind of grown up in a household where I'm pushed to, settle down and have a house and have a full-time job, all that sort of thing, which I'm not completely opposed to. I don't, hate that idea. I still think that one day I'd still want a house and settle down and all that sort of thing. So yeah, anyway, so this is why I'm starting my YouTube channel. I'm about to finish my uni degree, and I thought, I would love to have a job at an airline, which I already do, but maybe higher up, the corporate ladder, that sort of thing. But yeah, so I would like to showcase my travels around and, use this as a bit of a side hustle / hobby. I already have a aviation-based Instagram account, which is Propelled Aviation. Started ages ago when I started plane spotting. Used to go to the airport every day, take photos, have all the registrations, every aircraft. Crazy. If any new registration came to Sydney, I'd travel an hour down to the airport, get the aircraft that I wanted and leave. Strange, I know, to some people, but that's genuinely what I love doing. So, lots of my travel will be on standby tickets. So if you don't know what that means, if you don't work for an airline, it means you get on if there is space on an aircraft and you don't get on if there's no space. So it's a heavily discounted ticket, and you're not sure if you're going to travel on that day, that flight, that route, and it's very unpredictable. I like everything planned personally, but since joining an airline, I've had to change my mentality on travel a little bit because, it's not so reliable, but it can make things interesting. So I'm going to use that to my advantage, and we'll see how that pans out. Another thing, the whole point of starting this, or the whole sort of inspiration behind this channel, is watching people like Nonstop Dan, Josh Cahill, Noel Phillips, seeing those guys travel around, doing what they love, filming airlines, flying around, traveling, meeting new people, being in new cultures. I've always loved traveling and meeting different people from different walks of life. So I would love to be able to, one day, I'm not saying tomorrow, the next day, next week, next month, or next year, to even be able to solely rely on YouTube to make a living. But, you got to start somewhere, and here it is. So yeah, this should be interesting.